Hi, I'm Jeff Metcalf from Johnny Appleseed GPS in Australia, and today we'd like to show you Garmin's new range of touchscreen Aera portable aviation units. Now there are 4 different models in the series, only 2 of them are available in Australia, the Aera 500 and the Aera 550. The other 2 models aren't relevant in Australia because we currently have no XM data services. Now the differences between the 500 and the 550 are mainly in software. They run on the same hardware. The Aera 550 has some advanced features like 9 arc-second terrain instead of 30 arc-second terrain. You get the real view lane assistance for when you're navigating in-car, and you also get traffic compatibility, although you need to purchase the traffic module separately if you want to make use of that feature. Also worth noting is the Aera 500 comes with a single Jeppesen database update, whereas the Aera 550 comes with 1 year's worth of Jeppesen database updates. So let's have a look at the unit in a bit more detail, go through what's in the box, and I'll show you some of the main features. Now let's have a look at the hardware and what you get in the box with the Aera 550. It's quite a slim unit, quite portable, and it has a 4.3-inch touchscreen. On the side you've got a 3.5mm audio jack, which you can plug headphones into or route it into another audio system. You've also got an MCX antenna connection for an optional external antenna, although you probably won't need that because the internal antenna built into the unit is quite sensitive. On the reverse side you've got a loudspeaker, you've got the cradle connection pins, you've got a mini USB connection, the battery terminals, and a micro SD card slot. Now that's used for loading MP3 music onto the unit, and you can also buy mapping cards for international mapping for the in-car navigation feature. The battery is a lithium-ion battery. Garmin rate this battery as giving 5 hours battery life, but that really depends on how high you've got the screen brightness turned up. That simply clicks in like so, and then the battery door closes over the top with the little latches down the bottom. Now because this is a multi-purpose unit, you actually get accessories for your car and your aircraft in the box. The first accessory I wanted to show you is the car mount. Now it comes with a rubber moldable non-skid dash mount which will sit on the dash even if it's not perfectly flat. The cradle's integrated, you've got your 12-volt accessory socket, and the unit simply clicks in like so. So it's very easy to move this unit between aircraft and in-car. To release it, you simply click that button and the unit pops out again. Now the yoke mount. The yoke mount is also fully integrated. There's a single cable in the yoke mount. It'll take voltages of between 11 and 35 volts, and you've even got an audio output built into the cable. That's a 3.5mm socket as per the unit. The yoke mount is fully adjustable. In the rare circumstance that you need to mount it to something different, you can actually remove these 4 screws and attach a Ram B202, and that'll allow you to adapt it onto any other Ram mounting system that we supply. Also in the box, you get a wall charger. Now our Pacific version comes with Australian pins and North American pins for charging the unit. The Aera 550 comes with a nice carry case, and in the box you also get the user manuals, documentation, and also with the Aera 550, as I said before, you get 1 year's worth of free aviation database updates. The Aera 500 only comes with a single update. Now when you turn the Aera on, you come to the main menu. This is your point of reference. Everything is accessed from this menu using the touchscreen. Now I've got my pair of cheap polarized sunglasses here, and as you can see it's not affecting the screen at all, even when you hold them horizontally or vertically. Now the map page shows you your current position, and you can actually zoom in and out on this page. Because it's a touch screen, you can drag the map around as well quite easily, and we can click on a point on the map to drill down to get more information about it. Now if where we click on the screen there's a few things there, we can actually scroll through all the different options that are available at that point. If we want more information about that particular point, we click on it. Now this is a public airport. It lists what type of fuel is available there, how far away it is, its coordinates, what frequencies that airport uses, and information about the runway, including the dimensions of the runway, the surface, whether or not it has lights or not, and you can actually scroll through if there are multiple runways at that particular airport. So let's go back to the main menu. Now under the terrain option, Remember, we've got 9 arc-second terrain on the Aera 550, which is what I'm demonstrating here. You've got a top view, and you've also got a side profile of the terrain as well. Under the HSI panel, we've got a whole heap of information. Now, this is derived from the GPS, and it shows things such as airspeed, altitude, your turn-in bank, your ETA, and your VSI and HSI. Back to the main menu, we go to the nearest button. This allows us to access common air features. For example, we can list airports in order of how close they are to our current position, and you can see at a glance basic information about those airports there, such as the dimensions of the runway, the tower frequency, etc. Now if we go into the numbers page, this has got some useful information, and this page is actually fully customizable, so you can choose a field and change it. For example, if we're not interested in sunrise, we can click on that field, and we may want to see vertical speed in that place. Click OK, and that field will change, and it'll be there forever until we change it again. Active flight plan mode. Okay, and this is used for planning flights and selecting your approaches. And because this is a touchscreen unit now, it's quite easy to construct your flight plans. So you can go in here to touch to add a waypoint, and you can keep building up that list using the touchscreen. Waypoint information. This is the same screen as what we saw on the map page when we drilled down into a point. This is just a different way of getting to that information. Under the Direct To page, this allows us to go directly to an airport or a city, for example. Now we can actually go into search by identifier, and we can manually type in the identifier of that airport that we found before, YBAF, hit OK, and it'll come up on the screen straight away, and we can actually activate that as a Direct To. We've got some more information down here about our GPS, including our exact position, our altitude, and then under the Tools menu, these are all the options for customizing the unit. We can set up the profile of our aircraft, for example, and you can actually tell the Aera that your aircraft requires a runway of a certain length or a certain width, and it'll actually take that into consideration. Now, to change the unit into car mode, we actually click on the plane at the top, and the unit will reboot into auto mode. This takes a few seconds. This is actually loading the typical Garmin Nuvi interface that's seen in their car GPS. It takes a few seconds to load. Now the Pacific version has detailed mapping for all of Australia and all of New Zealand. Now the Aera 550, which I'm showing you here, also has the real lane guidance views, and it's also compatible with the GTM 20 traffic receiver, which you need to purchase separately. So it's got the familiar Garmin Nuvi interface. We can view the map in 3 dimensions. We can click on the map to view it in 2D, drag it around, rotate the map, those kinds of things. We can go and select an address, we can save our home location, we can find an intersection, or we can find a point of interest in the unit as well. So it's the familiar Nuvi interface, and you can switch back to aviation mode as well, just like that, and the unit will reboot again. Well, hopefully this demo has given you a bit of insight into how the Aera works and how versatile this new little unit is. All of our latest pricing and real-time stock information is available on our website, as well as the full range of Garmin aviation accessories. If you have any questions about the Aera models or any other Garmin GPS, please call us, chat to us online, or come into one of our stores.